What's going on, Scorpio women? Welcome to my channel. It's Craft and Conjure with Aquarius Moon Tarot. If you're new here, I read tarot, Lenormand, oracle, so forth and so on. So if that's your thing, go ahead and click subscribe and join the Craft and Conjure Aquarius Moon Tarot family. Let's jump into the energy of Scorpio. This will go out to Sun, Moon, and Rising, couples and singles. So let's see what we have for you, ladies. Universe, give me something for the beautiful Scorpio women. Show me something. A few of you are coming into your inherent spiritual power this year. But I want you to also know that there is technically no incorrect way. Sorry. There is no incorrect way to go about it for you. Your soul signature is not that of other soul signatures. So while some might follow their path or a family tradition, you follow what flows through you, what is around you. And that's always a good thing. So, continue to meditate, continue to focus on your path, continue to break those barriers and get those small victories. Those small victories go a long way, don't they? Fight for what you believe. New business contracts, love, and also a deeper connection with the universe and self. And because of that, new emerging abilities and gifts. I told you you were coming into your powers. And restraint shall be gifted to you from the universe. So you'll know when to use those powers. Because Scorpio woman, we all know you are very, very deep with your emotions. A few of you will be walking away from no longer serves you and into hermit mode. Cool. Let's roll with it. As you grow into 2020, you're going to see an evolution in your spiritual path. You're going to understand things that most people might not. You're going to be able to sit in the park and look at a rock, and then, for lack of a better term, someone might say, "Did you move that rock with your hand?" And you might say, "No." And I'm not saying that you're going to be lifting cars, but a few of you have been delving deeper into the aspect of what your mind can do, what the universe can do with you, so forth and so on. And a few are against that, but you've planted those wands and you're really going to claim that. You're not going to give up to that. You're not going to give up what you work so hard for. I'm sensing that a few of you are kind of going against the grain right now, maybe in a family, with a friendship, a covenant, a lodge, so forth and so on. But what I'm picking up is that a few of you have cracked the code, not for the universe in entirety, but your universe, how the universe works with you. You're finding out how to work with that, and that is going to bring some very interesting people into your life. I heard spiritual marriage for those that are into that. If you don't know what that is but resonate with it, go ahead and just Google it real quick. You've got different aspects and different sides, and you're going to run into some stuff in the process of finding what it truly means, the origins and essence of it. But all in all, it's worth the journey. It's worth the journey. It's evolved quite nicely over the years, and also quite badly. But for those that are single, that are really working on their telepathy, their clairvoyance, their clairaudience, so forth and so on, that are working with what one might call unearthly abilities, not like Storm or anything from X-Men, but more on the lines of very subtle things. You might move your hand just a bit and say something, and then you'll get the reaction that you want, or the result that you want. So for those delving into spiritual marriage, this force, this guide, this spirit is going to watch over and protect you. And what I mean by this spiritual marriage is it's nothing on that lines of what you might what the world tries to depict it as, or what Google says. It's just a deep, what I'm picking up is a spiritual marriage. This one guardian being will watch over you, and protect you. Not alter or change your life, but, say that you have to go to the car and you don't know that there's a crazy guy with a gun outside, and the door might just miraculously not open. So, guardian spirit, bonded at the hip, a friend, a confidant, a guide, a partner. Think of the Picasso days and how they had daemons and spirits that gave advice and guidance. All right. So for those that are into that aspect of the spiritual arts, you can pretty much, if you can resonate with that, take it. For those that are in reality just using their mind and seeing how far as I like to say, their energetic range is to the universe, that are just like maybe, reaching out to the universe, sending out calls to people, seeing how interesting your abilities can go and how much you can push them, so forth and so on. Also, for those that might be getting headaches after dreams, just take a bit of time, go out in the morning and sit in the sun when it's first rising, and then come in and just, take a nice warm shower. Don't take a hot one. And then get a bit of rosemary, and that'll help open those energy centers right back up. Because if you do a lot of astral projection or deep dreaming, so forth and so on, or you work with your, the spiritual flow of your guides, so forth and so on, while you're in dream time, it can sometimes cause a minor headache. Look at it on the aspect of, when you lift weights or go running, so forth and so on, it doesn't really feel good at first. You get you gotta take your rest time, you gotta take your regen time, but outside of that, it's a muscle, you're building it. So if you have a bit of headache from that, don't worry about that too much. Just take a nice couple baths in the morning. Don't drink too much coffee or tea if you like coffee or tea. Try water. I suggest cucumber water, and don't be against taking a Tylenol PM if you need to go back to sleep. Just being real. Alright, from that whole aspect, working with the abilities. Oh, also for those that are single, go ahead and just send a thought out there. Send a thought out there. You'll manifest plenty of what it is that you want. You'll go ahead, man. Yeah, you'll do it. For those that are going deeper with the path, working with what they build, so forth and so on, you're gonna get a nice little bum rush of, I wouldn't say upgrades, downloads. There we go. It's going to be increasing your psychic abilities. I heard clairvoyance. It's going to be increasing that. Your sensitivity will also increase, and your overall understanding and connection to energy around you will increase. I hate to sound corny, but think like Rey from Star Wars, or like Luke, a Jedi, or a Sith, or whatever. But as these abilities grow and surround you and stuff, so forth and so on, you're gonna gain restraint. You're gonna have that restraint. You're gonna know when you should and when you should not use these abilities. I mean, not just on the aspect of defense or offense or protection, but also on the aspect of, do I need to use these abilities for something as simple as that, or something as simple as that, or something as simple as $20? I've done it. I'm not gonna lie. I have done it. I got my $20 though. I did it. It was a sigil. Damn it. It was my energy. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, but you're going to have the restraint, and you're going to understand that walking away from things that no longer serve you, this might be past feelings, emotions, people, spiritual beliefs, traditions, you name it. But I do pick up that it is deeply connected to your emotions, but not deeply connected enough for you to stay. You're gonna walk away, and you're gonna walk right into hermit time. And when you go into the hermit, you're not only gonna chill and take some time to regroup, but you're gonna really learn a lot from the experience. You're gonna work on those abilities that are bum rushing in, or you're gonna work on expanding your current abilities even more, learning the certain key triggers that activate them, because there's always something that can activate an ability. We all have our method. So I would say, if you're trying to figure out how to activate them, go ahead and take some time when you're in the hermit, and just, you got to kind of dabble around, like astral projection, because I heard that. For those that are trying to astral travel, this might sound crazy, but you got to kind of see the body rhythm and how it goes with it. Like, for example, some can just, and they out their body. Some it takes 20 minutes, some instantly. And some people literally stay up for days on end to induce that very, you can see that all in the history books and the lore. There were plenty of practitioners, that really just induced it through lack of sleep. And then we had practitioners that use the flying ointments. So you have to find your trigger. I'm not saying go try flying ointment, but I'm not going to say don't try flying ointment. It's completely natural. Just be real careful, please. Really careful. It kicks like a mule. But long story short, find the trigger that works for you for all your abilities. For those that are trying to see spirit, I'm hearing that look behind your eyes. Some people might just be able to open their eyes and see, like, oh, some see it in dream time. I'm hearing that some do see in dream time. That if you want to commune with spirits or ancestors or the universe on that level, you have to do it in, flow with your body. You have to be in cohesion. You have to connect. So if you do it during dream time, I'm not. If anybody resonates with this, I'm not trying to be wrong, but you can't go against the grain. Just saying, it's like saying that you was born in August, and we know y'all ain't born in August. Even if you got a Scorpio moon around, nope. But yeah, go ahead and find those triggers. Take time to sit back and really see what it is that triggers that. I don't really suggest staying up for days on end to induce astral travel, but I will say this. I have stayed up for days on end, and these things called micro naps kicked in. If you can overcome the micro nap, you will break into a spiritual realm that you never thought possible. In fact, it will be so potent that when you come back, the little stuff that you do that once blew your mind, you'll just be like, well, that's awesome, but what I saw yesterday was more awesome. The micro naps are pretty much like breaking between the veil. Think of Freddy Krueger. I know that's bad, but think of Freddy Krueger, how they would micro nap and come back and micro nap and come back. It's you really just letting the subconscious fly loose and everything else, and that flows with it. But I'm not saying get into that either, but I am picking up that there's someone who's really dedicated to astral travel, if that's what you're trying to do. And those are just a few methods that I saw in passing on forums, as well as, read in the history and lore books. But yeah, there is love and new businesses and partnerships and deeper love with self coming your way or already in your life. For those that have really honed those abilities that most people would say you shouldn't do that. Just keep doing you. Because there is literally no way anyone can debunk or refute you. Like, I'm not knocking anybody, but for the people who just use their mind, like for those who just use their mind and just think of a thought and will it into reality, like, I'm going to get that $20, and then it just pops up. No one can say anything or refute what you're doing because you're literally just using your mind. You're not praying to anybody. Nothing against that, because I get my prayer on, you know what I'm saying? But you're not really... You're not so much connected. You're connected to the universe, yeah, but you're not like, can I? You're not into petitioning, and there's nothing against that. But it's like what you're doing is just straight working with your mind. You're seeing what the mind can do, And I want to let you know that if that's what you're doing, no one can really debunk you. Even if you even if you like a tarot reader that just works with their own energy, and they say you can't. If it works, it works. Because these are just a tool. All right, so let's wrap this up. But yeah, also the walk away part. You're going to walk away from things that no longer serve you, but you're going to have the restraint as well. All right, give me one more closing card, universe. Closing. Good. A few of y'all might have been in a not so cool place, but you're coming out of it. You coming out of it. For those that are going through it, you coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? Most people will say it means worse, but I'm picking up you coming out of it. few of y'all learned a lesson. And, I mean, that lesson happens. But the manifest, that ain't gonna be good for y'all. Alright? I sense that he broke your heart. Played you. Sorry, did that. But what he don't know is you embody the energy of the King of Cups, and you now got choices. So those are my singles. Alright, that's all I got for you. Hopefully this resonated with you in some way, shape, manner, or form. Now don't go micro napping and come on back and say Freddy Krueger attacked y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Also, I'm gonna say it. If you're still here, please leave in the comment below saying I'm still here. But for all those that have been complimenting my voice, I'm humbled. This is why I don't put my face on camera, because I probably turn beet red or something. Yeah, I said it. But please know that it is deeply appreciated, and I won't say I struck on my ego, but as a gentleman, as a guy, you know, getting affection from women, it makes a man feel good. So I want to thank y'all for that. Y'all fill me with some life, you know, and that means a lot. I got my squads coming through for me. I ain't never thought I'd have a squad. Ain't that crazy? Alright, y'all. I just wanted to say that or whatever. Now, I don't know if y'all can hear my voice, but I know if somebody saw me, they'd be like, look at him, he's so cute. Good times coming for y'all, man. I'm out of here. Y'all ain't gonna hit me over, man. Yo, peace, y'all.